Okay, welcome to week 3 of Stretch and Pray for Autumn. We are continuing with our focus on the season of fall and what that means and change and those kind of themes. So let's start off with our breathing and centering just to get our minds and our bodies prepared for class. So you can sit either on the floor or on the chair with your hands in your lap. Sit up as tall as you can. If you're on the floor, again, if you need a little support, you can be sitting on a pillow or on a blanket. I didn't say that you needed pillows or anything like that today, but if you want to put it under you if you're sitting on the floor. And now let's bring your focus to your breath. Just be aware of it moving in and out of your body. And now I want you to take that breath deeper into your belly. As you inhale, feel your belly expand. If you want to, you can place your hands on your belly. And then as you exhale, feel your belly deflate. Relax your shoulders. Feel your rib cage widen as you inhale deeply. You can breathe in and out through your nose, in through your nose, out through your mouth, whatever feels more comfortable right now. As you inhale, I want you to pull in some positive energy. And as you exhale, release out anything negative going on in your body, in your mind. Just let it go for this 45 minutes. And as you exhale, try to make that letting go a little longer, a little deeper. So as you inhale, take a little pause, and then exhale even deeper if you can. And just keep breathing like that. And I'm just going to read this so you can breathe and listen to what I'm reading. Fall is about change. The color change, the weather change, the smell change. But to change means that something has to go. Leaves are falling. What was once a tree deep in rich green, then a tree with vibrant shades of red and orange, now is soon becoming a tree that will be empty. Nothing left but the branches. Our human side finds that sad, and we wish the color stayed. We think the only thing that makes the tree beautiful is the colorful leaves. Why does it have to be so bare? But that's a sign of what is to come. But for every beginning, there is an end, and for every ending, there is a new beginning. What is amazing is that those trees still stand. Those branches still reach out and upward, not like our plants in the front of our houses that have to be cut back and will regrow from their roots next spring. Those trees still stand. There is beauty in the strength of those branches. From Ecclesiastes. For everything there is a season and a time for every matter under heaven. Okay, if you had your eyes closed, you can go ahead and open them. And today we're going to warm up from the feet down. So if you want to lay down, you can lay down if you're on the ground. Otherwise, if you're seated in the chair, extend your legs out in front of you a little bit. Then take one leg out and just roll that ankle. I'm just going to stay sitting up today. And just roll that ankle around, but if you want to go ahead and lay all the way back, you can. And now point and flex. Good, and release that leg. Other foot, roll the ankle around. And then go the other way. And point and flex. Good. Now if you're sitting in the chair, you're just going to extend and bend your leg. Same thing if you're laying down, your foot might go more toward the ceiling. Just extend and bend. extend and bend. If you're on the ground, I would suggest laying down. This is actually harder to do the way I'm doing, so you don't want to put any stress on your body, so lay all the way down if you're on the ground. Let's do one more each leg. Good. And now pull that knee in. If you're on the ground, you can actually pull it in towards your chest. If it feels okay to do that in the chair, you can do that. Otherwise, just lift the leg up as far as you're comfortable, up and down. Exhale as you pick that knee up. Push down into the ground if you're sitting on the chair. With that opposite foot, push down. Let's do one more each side. Good. If you're sitting in the chair, over the stool, up and over. If you're laying down, knees come in and rotate the knees away from each other. I'm going to face this way. I can see you better from over here. And then if you're on the ground, switch the direction. Good, and release that. If you're on the ground, come to sitting. And let's go into cat and cow, into our back. Flat back forward, lead with the heart, tuck the chin, and roll it up. Flat back forward. Exhale, roll it up. Flat back forward. Exhale, roll it up. Keep going, flat back forward. Exhale, roll it up. One more time. And roll it up. Good, and now just roll your torso around. Lead with your heart. Relax the shoulders. And now bring it center and go the other way. And bring it back to the center. Good, now I want you to just reach your arm up and over, side to side, from the rib cage. Good, one more each arm. Now take it more across the front. Pull your navel in and only go as far as you're comfortable. Don't move too quickly. I don't want you to get dizzy. One more each side. Good, and release that. And now just reach the arms, not straight up, a little bit to the front. Breathe out as you reach. Good, one more each arm. Good, and now roll the shoulders back one at a time. My earring is getting hooked on my shirt. And now both of them going back. Breathe out as you roll back. One more. Good. Now both going forward. Good. And now one at a time going forward, lifting that elbow up a little bit more. Good. One more each side. And let's finish with your neck. Take your chin to your chest, bring it up to neutral, chin to chest, back to neutral, chin to chest, back to neutral. One more time. Gently look to the right, center, left, center, right, center. And again, just going as far as you're comfortable, just warming up through the neck. Let's go one more each direction. Good, and now let's take the ear to the shoulder. One more each side. And bringing it back to neutral. Good, all right, hopefully you feel a little more loosened up. This is such a picture of what Jesus does in our lives. We go through all kinds of seasons. Some are seasons of hard times, some loneliness, seasons of loss, or other things as financial hardships. And those seasons change us. We have seasons that are bright and beautiful and rich in life. Then we have seasons that He allows things in our life to enter so that we don't remain the same. But through all those seasons, He is telling us, let go and let me. Let go and let me show you what I can do. Let go and let me show you what I can teach you. There is strength in your branches with me. We have to let go to grow a new perspective. From Isaiah, remember not the former things, nor consider the things of old. Behold, I am doing a new thing. Now it springs forth. Do you not perceive it? I will make a way in the wilderness and rivers in the desert. Okay, we're going to stretch our lats a little bit right now. So if you're on the ground, I want you to just kind of tip sideways and kind of lean your arm out and bring it back. And then other side, lean your arm out, bring it back. If you're on the chair, you're going to reach for the floor, trying to keep your shoulders square, reaching. And once you start reaching for the floor, then reach for the floor and kind of reach away a little bit. See how far you can reach away without letting your bottom pull up from the chair on the opposite side. So reaching, reaching, inhale, and exhale as you come up. Good, now hold this side, breathe. Make sure this shoulder stays back and in line with the other one. Good, exhale, pull that up and then go the other way. Good, and bring that up. Now I want you to take your shoulder across toward, I'm going to put my hands on my thighs, toward your opposite knee. So side to side, only bend forward as far as you're comfortable going. And I'm kind of looking behind me as I take that shoulder across. So stretching still through the side of the back, but also your lower back here as well. All right, let's hold this side, shoulders down, breathe. Bring it to center, go the other way. And just notice in your body if one side feels better than the other. Ease up if anything bothers you. Go deeper if your body allows you to. And bring it back up to neutral. Good. All right, I'm going to have you grab your strap. We're going to do some shoulder stretches and chest stretches using the strap. I'm going to scoot up a little bit so I don't hit my chair. All right. Now my strap is super, super long, so I'm going to just fold it in half so it's not quite so long. You want to have your hands put fairly close together here. If you've got a stretchy band, you can pull it a little bit so that you get a little bit of that stretch and resistance, but not too much, okay? Shoulders are down. You're going to lift your arms up and then back out to the front. Good. Inhale it up. Exhale it forward. Inhale it up. Exhale it forward. Good. So right now we're doing more range of motion stretching. Good. Now I want you to hold it up, and I want you to tilt sideways, and then bring it center, and tilt the other way, and bring it center. Good. And only tilt as far as you're comfortable. Don't let your bottom pop up on the opposite side. If this bothers your shoulder, you can have your hands more to the front if you need to. Otherwise, I'm not directly overhead. I'm just a little bit to the front. So if I look up, I can see that band. Inhale. Exhale. So we're getting that lat stretch again down the side of your back. One more. Good. And now take it back to the front. Relax the shoulders and take it side to side now. And I'm just holding some tension on that band. I'm not squeezing it tight though, just enough that it's not falling out of my hands. But I have tension on the band between my hands. Let's do one more each side. Last one. Good. Release that, roll it out. All right, now I want you to take your band, I want it further apart. Now this is going to depend on your shoulder. We're going to do range of motion of your shoulder. If it causes you any pain, I want you to stop and don't go any further. So watch me on this first one. And the further apart you have it, the easier it is. And this is a little easier with the stretchy band than if you don't have a stretchy band. So I'm going to take it up, and I'm going to take it behind me, up and over, okay? Again, if that bothers your shoulder to go all the way behind, then only go up as far as you can and down, all right? So take it up and behind you. You kind of stretch it behind you, and then inhale, exhale, stretch it above. Good. You want to try to keep your head still. So if that band is knocking you in the head, you want to take your arms a little wider apart. Inhale, exhale, inhale, exhale. Let's do a couple more. Inhale, exhale. Last one. Inhale and exhale. Good. Roll it out. All right, put the band to the side. And now we're going to move the arms similar, but we're going to do it without the bands. You're going to feel a difference. You're going to feel the stretch more in your chest and your upper back. So I'm just going to stack my hands one on the other. If you want lace them, you can. Arms straight out. Don't lock the elbows, but push from your shoulder blades rather than pushing from your hands. And lift it up. Inhale. Exhale, press it. You should feel this in your upper back. Stretching. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Hold it up. Shoulders down. Press your hands toward the ceiling or as high as you comfortably can. Relax the shoulders. Breathe. So stretch through those arms. Good. And now press it forward. Separate the shoulder blades. Now I want you to press from the shoulder blades rather than from the hands. Breathe. And release it down and roll it out. Now that was a lot of upper back, so let's stretch the chest. Let's just open it up, shoulders down. If you want to go a little deeper, hands can be behind you on the floor or on the seat. And lift your heart up to the sky. If that doesn't feel good, just have your hands, your arms like this instead. If this is too much to rotate, then have your hands behind you. So rotating, lifting the heart to stretch the chest, breathe. Head stays neutral. And release and roll it out. We must go through these seasons so that we continue to learn to surrender our control, and in the process, we desire to be more like Him, to trust Him more, to fall in love with Him more. He did not create us to still look the same this season as the next season. The Bible is clear on that. From 1 Peter, like newborn infants, long for the pure spiritual milk, so that by it you may grow into salvation. All right, we're going to move on to our lower body. So since I'm on the floor, I'm going to get you guys into position first. I'm going to have you on your back with your strap. And I want you to take the strap underneath one of your feet and go ahead and lay back and let the leg lift up and just stay in that position for now. All right, if you're sitting in the chair, you can still do the sitting in the chair. I'm going to show you. Take the strap around your foot. This strap is kind of neat because it's got little loops that I can put my foot into. So, all right. So whether you're laying down or you're in the chair, I want you to lift the leg up as high as you can, and I want you to bend the knee and straighten the leg. So bend the knee and then push and straighten the leg. Bend the knee, straighten the leg. Bend the knee, straighten the leg. Good, keep doing that. Bend the knee, straighten the leg. One more time. Bend and straighten and hold. Now I want you to push your foot against the band, flexing it, and then lift that up as high as you can and use your strap to help pull it up and hold it as far as you're comfortable. Now, if this is as far as is comfortable for you, then that's as far as I want you to go. Otherwise, I want you to lift it as high as you can. If you want to go higher, I'm going to scoot a little forward in the chair so that I can go even higher. And then straighten out the leg, just don't lock the knee. And push the foot into the band And you should feel this all the way down your leg from your hamstrings to your calves. And breathe. Good, and now we're going to take the band in both bands in the opposite hand. You can kind of guide it with the other hand. And I'm going to open my leg out to the side. So if you're laying down, you're going to drop that leg down. As far as you comfortably can. And if you're on the ground, I want you to turn your head and face the opposite way. And release that. You're going to take the band off of that foot. If you're on the ground, you can draw your knees in and give them a hug. If you're sitting, then you can give your back a stretch. Lead with the heart. And we're going to do the same thing on the other side. And I'm going to face this way for this one. So band around your foot. And you're going to start off by bending and straightening the leg. If you're seated in the chair, you can pull it in. If you're laying on the ground, just let that knee bend in and then press the leg up toward the ceiling. Breathe out as you press the leg out. Couple more of these. All right, last one. Now I want you to extend the leg, push the foot into the band, flex the foot, and then lift that leg up as high as you can. Pull the leg towards you as much as you comfortably can. Relax the shoulders, relax the hands. They're tight enough that the band's not going to slip through, but you're not giving it a death grip. And let your leg dictate how much you pull on the band. Get it? You should feel a nice deep stretch, but it shouldn't hurt. Again, straight leg, but don't lock out the knee. And just breathe. And this might be one that you feel a little bit more. A lot of us have tight hamstrings because we sit a lot, and they shorten because of that. So this is a good stretch to do daily. Something like this, or even downward dog, that stretches the same muscles so that you can lengthen those hamstrings. Tight hamstrings will cause lower back pain too a lot of the times. All right, I'm going to take the band in the opposite hand and then let that leg open up as far as you're comfortable. Again, if you're on the floor, turn your head opposite and make sure you keep your bottom down if you're on the floor, that you're not letting it pop up so that you lose the stretch if you do that. You want to keep the opposite side down because you should feel this in your inner thigh. And if you're on the ground, even if you're on the chair, gravity is going to work with you here too to deepen it. And release that, unhook the band. And again, if you're on the floor, you can draw your knees in. If you're sitting on the chair, you can lean forward, leading with your heart into cat. Breathe. And if you're down on the ground, you can come up to sitting. Total surrender is hard. But that is because total surrender means giving up control of our hearts, our souls, and our minds. When we control our heart begins to lose heart for things of Jesus. When we control the depths of our souls, we control the wounds and the spaces that are not yet His. And when we control our minds, we allow fear, anxiety, shame to invade. And soon we believe what we are thinking instead of resting on what our Father says is true. From Luke, love the Lord your God with all of your heart, with all of your soul, with all of your strength, and with all of your mind. All right, let's give our shoulders and our triceps a stretch. So we're going to bring one arm across and give it a hug. Now we did a lot of range of motion stretches for like the whole part of our shoulder, but I want to give the back of the shoulder a little bit of a stretch. This goes more to the back of the shoulder. And then take that same arm and reach toward, like you're patting yourself on the back, and then take the hand in front here and give it a press up. If that's too much, you don't have to do that extra press. Relax the shoulders and keep your neck long. Don't let your chin drop. Breathe. And release that. Take the other arm across, give it a hug, relax the shoulders. Good, and that same arm comes behind now. Pressing it up gently, relax the shoulder, or you don't have to press it up at all. Just breathe deeply. And release that. All right, let's finish with our neck. Let's take the ear to the shoulder, release the opposite arm away. you want to deepen, you can press on the head gently to keep that shoulder down as well, and breathe. And then gently turn your head, looking towards your armpit, breathe. Bring it up to center, release. Roll it through the center and then to the other side, ear to shoulder, release the opposite arm and shoulder away. If you want to deepen, you can gently pull. Again, keep that shoulder down if you're pulling, breathe. Nose and chin are facing out toward the room. Good, and now gently turn your head looking toward the armpit, breathe. Release the hand. Let the chin come to the chest. Roll the shoulders back and down. If you want to deepen the stretch, you can take one or two hands on the head. Gently pull forward. Let your elbows draw forward. And just breathe. And release the hands to the thighs. Lift your head up to neutral. And I'm going to flip my hands over and we'll finish with Shavasana or a meditation reflection. You can close your eyes if you'd like. You can lay down if you'd like. Bring your focus to your breath. This reading is a little bit longer. Take that breath deeper into your belly again. This time as you inhale, I want you to feel a calming energy, a relaxing energy. And then as you exhale, I want you to feel even more of the stress leaving your body and feel your body relaxing deeper with every exhalation. Again, trying to make that exhalation last as long, if not longer than the inhalation if you can. Taking that little pause between inhaling and exhaling helps. We cannot hold on to parts of us and say we have surrendered. God wants all of us. God wants us to let go of the things that are holding us. When we do and those things fall, new life comes from it. Change happens in us and through us. He reminds us that He is still there standing strong and He is still holding us up, much like the tree and the branches. He says, let go of it and I will hold you. From Isaiah, do not fear, for I am with you. Do not be afraid, for I am your God. I will strengthen you, I will help you, I will uphold you with my victorious right hand. God knows the depths of your world. He knows the depths of your hurt, the depths of your fear, the depths of your insecurities, the depths of your loss. But He promises if you let it go, He will bring new life and you will be a vessel ready to be used by your Creator. From 1 Peter, humble yourselves, therefore, under the mighty hand of God, so that in proper time He may exalt you, casting all your anxieties on Him, because He cares for you. And the God of all grace, who has called you to His eternal glory in Christ, will himself restore, confirm, strengthen, and establish you. We cannot accept the gift of salvation and then do it our way with our limits, holding on to the parts of our life we don't want to let go of. Our relationship with Jesus is worth more than just a part of us. Let go and let God. And remember, letting go is much like the leaves that will fall this autumn. It is a sign of what is to come. Surrender means to give up oneself into the power of another. So today, whatever part you're still holding on to, surrender it and allow God to bring newness of life. Just give you a moment to reflect on that. Bring your focus back to your breath. Start to wiggle your fingers and toes, taking yourself from that deep relaxation, but keeping that sense of peace and calm. When you're ready, you can open up your eyes. And let's finish with a couple breaths. Big inhale. Exhale to heart center. One more time. Big inhale. And exhale to heart center. Namaste. Thank you for joining me. Have a good rest of your evening, and I hope to see you next week.